Happy Friday, which also means happy release day. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the debut album from The Who out of Mongolia, and it's called The Gereg. 9 tracks for 49 minutes. As I said, it's the debut album from the much-hyped Mongolian rock band, released September 2019 via 11/7. Produced by Dashka. So far 3 promo tracks have been released in Yuve or Yuve, Wolf Totem and Shoog. I do apologise for mispronouncing anything that I do in this review. This band was founded in 2016 and has been widely loved by our THRS audience to date. This is a band that's making rock music using traditional Mongolian instruments and vocal methods. Special thanks to Marek Media for allowing us to get into this one nice and early. Now, this is one that not just myself but a lot of our audience have been keen on for quite some time now. Always nice to find something a little bit different, and it's funny how on this particular release a lot of the song titles are in English, but I really can't understand any of the lyrics on this one. However, that is not a problem. If you're thinking you might be getting something like Sepultura out of this, then think again. This is much more rock-based and really leans on rhythm in a tribal sense to give it a bit of weight while you listen to it. The production on this one is really warm, really deep. It sounds better on speakers and headphones for mine, but it's really well layered and it's pretty busy in that regard. There's a lot of little things going on in this. Once you start listening to this one a bit deeper, you do get a lot of little things coming through. Overall, the mix is a bit bottom heavy. That suits what they're going for, though. It really does suit, because you've got the bottom with the strings and also the mids with the vocals, and that it really does add this punch and warmth to that particular register, which suits this style of music nicely. There is still top end in this for sure, but it's more focused, like I said, on those low and mid range frequencies to really accent things like the throat singing, and like I said, it helps out the string instruments as well. This one has some nice diversity. There's a lot of different sounds with a lot of different instruments going on here. There's, like I said, the string instruments and that, but there's also things like Jews, harps, and then you got all this like flute type stuff going on, and the vocal layering and the harmony is really good on that one too. And it all sort of, the atmosphere and all this layering brings things to life along with those different sounds. But this has that really big tribal feel about it across the board, and as such, this stands out to me in that regard. If you like tribal music or things like the Vikings soundtrack, then you're going to really get a kick out of this one. But this would be fantastic live too, I feel. I get the feeling that this would be riveting to watch live. It wouldn't be, like mosh pit territory, but you could just go there and you just sit there and just be watching these guys perform in awe. That's the impression I get listening to this record. It's got an intensity about it. The whole listen has this intensity. You don't get a lot like this one. It's not metal, but it's intense. Intense. The rhythm, the melodies, the riffs, all of that sort of give this some serious attitude. But this isn't like a one-trick pony kind of record either. There is some serious diversity within the songs, and the sounds, and the styles presented here. Some really great warm acoustic-based moments on this, along with some genuinely heavy songs. There are some really cool riff and rhythm moments that really bring some weight and drive to it. And I also enjoyed the writing overall in this one. Not a lot of hooks on this per se. It's going to be hard to find hooks to dig into on this one, but it is all really, really well put together. It's so well written. Each and every aspect of this and the performances serves the songs nicely. The album flow is great as well. It just flies by. It'll have you on repeat spinning listens for this one in no time. The track order in that regard is well thought out too. But all that said, if you don't like it on the first pass, I'm not sure this is one of those records where if you persist with it, it'll grab you eventually. I think this is going to be like, you'll listen to it once and you'll either get it and you'll be right in and you'll be hooked, or you'll just go a hard pass. I don't think there's much middle ground in that regard for this. For me, I like getting something a bit different, and this one stands out. The way this is executed, like performance, production, all of it really works well for me. And the more I listened to this one, the more I could appreciate just how intricate it was, both in performance and writing. It's not progressive as such, but it's just really well layered and damn well composed. The only serious gripe I have about it, which isn't even all that big, it's just that the compression could have been dialed back a little bit on this one, because when the bottom stuff, like the kick drum or the really low end strings kind of thing, all sort of punch in with the vocals being in the mid to low range as well, it compresses a bit too hard for me. I would have liked to have heard them left a little bit more headroom in there. But it does add to the intensity of what they're going for, so I get it. It's just a personal taste thing from mine. Overall, this listen is something of a hypnotic one for me. It's riveting, it's worth the hype for sure, but it's also one that will expand your horizons in your music collection a little bit. I can find or see myself and a lot of other people who haven't been familiar with this music really diving down a rabbit hole on this one. This will take you on a journey if it hooks you from the start. If it doesn't, then it'll be a pass, but if this hooks you, it's going to take you for a nice ride. There's a female vocal on the last track, The Song of Women, and that's a really nice touch and a great way to close out the album. This won't be for everyone, I don't think, but I think everyone should check this out at least once to really make up their own mind about it, because it is one of those ones where it's going to be really strongly predicated by your own individual taste in music. If you like this, you're going to love it. If you don't, you're not going to like it much at all. I think more people than not will like this one. I think it's a really good album. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I fucking loved it. My highlights were Wolf Totem, Yuve, The Song of Women, and The Legend of Mother Swan, as well as Shoog. There's a lot there, and the track Shoog in particular is a really different track on this album. But that's my thoughts on it. Happy release day to The Who, and I hope you guys all enjoy it. So check it out. Let us know what you think in the comments, as always. And until the next video, remember to drink up and rock on. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments below, and also give us a thumbs up or subscribe or follow any of our social media channels to keep up to date with what we're doing at all times. I want to say a very special thank you to our Patreon supporters: Funk Dancing for Self-Defense, Eat the Damn Orange, Andrew M, Craig S, Greg B, Kaz B, and Tim C. Thank you for your support. We'll catch you in the next video. Yes, we will.